I just wanna be happy. But if I keep on doing the things that keep
We're going to take a look at factoring out the GCF. And all factor means, it simply means to undistribute, okay? Undistribute. So make sure you always factor the greatest common factor, which is the GCF. So it's the factored version, is the getting into the house. Negative gets in the house, say it has a height to everyone, negative x squared. Negative and negative is a positive, positive 3x. Negative and a positive is a negative, negative 2. So that's getting into the house. That's distributed. Factoring is going from you're already in the house to getting out of the house. Okay, so you have to unhigh everybody or unfriend everybody. So let's get in the house at the exponent. So 2a, 4b, negative 3a, and then at the exponents 2 plus 1, 3b. And then the last one plus a squared, because there's no a, and then at the exponents is b, so b to the 4th power. If getting in the house is multiplication, then getting out of the house is division. So it's already distributed, now I have to factor so that I get out of the house. Now I look at everything and I say, what's common in everything there? I don't see anything common except the number 1. So I'm going to put the number 1 outside, and when I take 1 outside, what's going to be in the house? 3x squared, because 1 times 3x squared is 3x squared, plus 6x, because 1 times 6x is 6x, and then plus 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. So I'm just showing you that you can get out of the house the same way that you got into the house. Okay, so we'll do one more getting into the house before we do. So say hi, a squared. Say hi, that's 12a. Pretty easy. Okay, so now let's take a look at another getting outside the house. So what's common in both of those? Negative, I see negatives everywhere, so I'm going to take out a negative. What else can I take out? I can take out 2. So now I have negative 2 outside the house. And then what do I have left inside the house if I take out negative 2? So when I have x squared plus 2. And then you can check to make sure that if you get back in the house, you get the same answer. Alright, here's another get in the house at the exponents, negative 3m squared. Negative and negative is a positive, so positive m. Alright, 2 more examples on getting out of the house. Alright, so what's common? I can take 2 out. Okay, look at the a's. It has a's, so I can take an a out, because 1 has 2, 1 has 1. And the other b's, we both have b's, so I can take b out, but I can take 2 b's out. Alright, now when I do that, what's going to be left? Well, if I took 2 out, I divide by 2, so it's going to be 2 inside. And you check, 2 times 2 is 4, so that's fine. If I took out one of the exponent a's, there's only be 1 left, because when I multiply a times a, I'm going to get a squared. Same thing with b, I took 2 of them out, so there has to be 1 left, because when I add the exponents, they have to give me 3. So you're just doing the opposite of what you already did. Minus, I already took the 2 out, so there's nothing there, or you can put an invisible 1. I took an a out, so I don't have to do anything with that, and I took a b squared out. So really, if I just say times 1, that's going to give me that whole thing. So if I get back in the house, I would get this answer. Alright, one more example. Alright, what's common in all of these? 5. Okay, 5 goes into every number there, so take 5 out. What else is common? Let's look at the variables. Y is in all of them. This is your listening check. At the bottom of this page, just write factoring is getting out of the house. Factoring is getting out of the house. I just divide that by 5, so it's going to be 3 left in the house. So opposite multiplication is division. So 3 is going to be left in the house. And if I already took one y out, what do I have there? Just y to the 1. Or just invisible 1. And then negative, because I didn't take the negative out. And then 20 divided by 5 is 4, because 5 times 4 is 20. And then the x is still there, so I put x, because still there's nothing outside. And I took a y outside, so that means that y is gone. Alright, plus, and then 35 divided by 5 is 7, because if I was to get in the house, 5 times 7 is 35, and the y is already outside, so I don't need to do anything with it. And again, if you open the parentheses, you'll see that you'll get that 15y squared minus 20xy plus 35y. And that's it. So factoring is simply getting out of the house. Distributing is getting into the house. Okay, so factor only means it's undistributed. Here's the factored version. This is a distributed version. That's it.